Which brand of politics is Justin Trudeau's favorite? The politics of convenience, it seems. It's a rather dangerous kind, one which seems to be backfiring on him. Because you see, it's easy to see through it. After flinging its doors wide open, Canada wants to close up. It wants to bring down the number of temporary residents in the country. It is further bringing down the number of study permits it will grant to foreign students. Not just that, Canada is also tightening its foreign worker rules. It's a lot. And these moves are crucial and come with far-reaching implications, particularly for many Indians. Canada is tightening restrictions on international students, and this is bad news for Indians. This is a move that will affect them in more ways than one. They will be hit directly. Let's tell you what Canada's plan is all about. This is the post that the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau put out on the platform X. He said, and I'm quoting, "We are granting 35% fewer international student permits this year, and next year, that number is going down by another 10%. Immigration is an advantage for our economy, but when bad actors abuse the system and take advantage of students, we crack down." He also said, and I'm quoting further, "We are reducing the number of low-wage, temporary foreign workers and shortening the duration of their work terms. We adjusted the program after the pandemic, but the labor market has changed. We need businesses to invest in Canadian workers." How convenient, right? You see, this is a calculated move. And the answer to why this is happening lies in one word: elections. They will happen next year. And Justin Trudeau is in a fix, to say the least. You see, Trudeau's Liberal government has been trailing in the public opinion polls, and his list of woes is super long, ranging from concerns over cost of living and inflation, the state of healthcare and housing affordability. In fact, early this year, a survey found that nearly 60% are actually angry over how the country is being managed, and this was a rise of 9 points since 2023. Clearly, Trudeau needs to get his house in order. Speaking of changes, the changes that are planned, what will they basically do? They will also limit work permit eligibility for spouses of some students and temporary foreign workers. To put it simply, Trudeau is seeking to reduce the number of temporary residents, including international students and foreign workers. You see, the pressure as a result of the rapid population growth is getting to Trudeau. He wants to reduce immigration. You see, Canada's immigration pressures come from those coming to study and work under temporary visas with aspirations of seeking permanent residency. According to Immigration Minister Mark Miller, the reality is that not everyone who wants to come to Canada will be able to, just like not everyone who wants to stay in Canada will be able to, and that the immigration system must preserve its integrity and be well managed and sustainable. Let's just take you back in time. Canada's strong immigration, remember, supported the country's post-pandemic recovery. It even mitigated the impact of high interest rates on economic growth. But the recent population rise has put pressure on housing costs and public services, and these have greatly impacted Trudeau's popularity. According to the employment minister, there is a need to prioritize Canadian workers, saying that right now there are more Canadians qualified to fill open positions. The changes will basically prioritize Canadian workers and ensure Canadians can trust the program is meeting the needs of our economy, quote unquote. Like we said, the new rules mean bad news for Indians. You see, Canada features among the top destinations for Indian students. Just for perspective here, between 2013 and 2022, the number of Indian students moving to Canada to study has seen a massive increase of 260%, 260%. In fact, a Reuters report earlier this year said about 40% of overseas students in Canada were from India. 40%. Canada's move to cut international student permits will mean that Indian students will end up going for other options. But will the moves really help shore up support for Trudeau? We will find out soon enough. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.